Hello, peeps. Welcome to another episode of Boundless. In this episode, we are going to do some more work on the house here in Munteen. We worked on it last episode for a while and got quite a ways on it. Got all of the exterior walls up. And I have some company here that we better take care of. Interrupting me as I'm trying to record here. For that you must die. Alright, so I have done a little bit of work off camera. I changed some stuff up. I got started a little bit on placing the brick around the bottom here and chiseling that out, just to get a better idea of what it would look like. But the big changes that I did down here is I totally swapped out the entire floor. I didn't like how the tan sedimentary, refined sedimentary rock was looking. It was kind of clashing with the metamorphic and the brick and the purple. So I swapped it all out. I took out all of the stairs, put this decorative block in there for the stairs, went with a igneous brick for the floor, swapped out all of the walls for the white brick, and I am much happier with it now. It looks a lot better. I had some company stop by, and he suggested that I actually look at using foliage for the roof, which would probably look really good because of the color. That green would probably blend really well with all of the purple and stuff going on here. But the color might match good, but I don't think the material would match good. So I am going to go with a metamorphic stone, the white stuff. And we'll just do this one roof here in the middle here and see how this looks. I think it should look good, but I want to test it first before I commit to making all of the roofs this way. Oops. So this is why I use sand to kind of plan the house out, because it's so easy to remove the sand. When you want to put in your final block, instead of just trying to freehand it with whatever blocks you have. If you don't like how it looks and you get too far into the build, then you're stuck trying to remove all of this stone, which on a starter planet wouldn't be bad, but we're not on a starter planet, so it takes more than a couple hits to remove stuff. See, this is how. I guess it's... Oh. Wow. I landed on a little ledge. I thought I was going to die there. Not that it would have mattered necessarily, but I thought we were a goner. I guess we could have made it out of brick, because I know brick not brick, but stone sometimes takes 3 hits though. It's not always a 2 hit for a stone. Okay, that's that side. Once I get this project done, I'm going to get started on some more stuff at Dragon's Watch. I probably won't even get this project done. Once I get the kind of basically once I get the house framed in, so I don't have to worry about cuddle trucks and creatures getting inside unless somebody leaves a door open or something, but which could very well happen. I have an open portal from Munteen Paradise to here, so I'm not gonna lock the place up like I do on my Vulpto house, but and there's really no reason really to lock your stuff really. People can't do anything with it anyway. Not unless you add them to your beacon. So in order for that, they have to be your friend, and hopefully you can trust your friends enough with your build that you don't need to lock them out. I say that as I have a base that's all locked down. But I also have like a lot of my main in-game friends are all on my beacon for my Vulpto build, so this stuff blends itself nicely for roofing material. I still think that the best thing that I could have used or would have wanted to use would have been some coal. Coal would have looked awesome, but coal would have been super expensive. If it was just a small roof, it wouldn't have been so bad, but this is a pretty big sized roof, so this is easily my biggest build that I've done in game so far. I'll have to figure out what I want to do ceiling wise inside underneath this room here that I'm working on with this roof. Okay, let's jump off. We might need to pick up those blocks. We might need to use some scaffolding. Maybe not. There we go. What the heck is that? A hopper. A dead hopper. Yeah, I like how that looks. I wish it was I do wish it had more of a like straight edge when you place these metamorphic stones down, and I think it's the same way for any stone. It's not necessarily a nice firm straight edge. I mean, you can see where it kind of curves in and out. It'll turn into a nice straight edge once you add some additional blocks around it. So like, see how this is kind of a rough, it's not very straight, but if I put a brick next to it, you can see how it pulls it all nice and straight. And then as soon as you take the brick out, it goes back to the uneven form. Alright, so I do like how that looks. So let's... Are you going to come bug me? Or are you going to keep your distance? And you're coming to bug me. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this one. And I am going to replace all of this and get it chiseled out, and then I will come back after I get this one done and we see what it looks like. Or should I do... Actually, let me do... One, two. Let me do this one on this side. And we'll see how it looks. And then that way, if I need to, I can come over to this one and look at how it's made before I rip out this one. So let me get this one done, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, I am back. I finished up the one that I was going to, and then when I finished, it was nighttime, so I just continued working my way around. I need to grab myself another chisel. This copper one that I have is just about done, and we have quite a bit of chiseling to do. But as you can see, it's coming along pretty nicely. I do have all of the ceiling up now, or the roof up. So I'm actually safe now in my house. When I go in there, the creatures won't be able to come get me inside anymore, which they actually have been somehow getting all the way inside. Not quite sure how that's been possible and working, but it almost feels like they've been spawning like inside of there, but they shouldn't, because they shouldn't spawn in a beaconed area. But that's just how it feels. I was just going to say that it feels like they've adjusted chiseling, because it feels like it's a lot more accurate and a lot better at doing what it's supposed to be doing. I've only messed up like a handful of times in chiseling this roof. Not like I'm doing intricate chiseling work by any means, but it still seems to be quite a bit more accurate and working very well. I think this is extra. Oh, maybe not. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is right. Just seemed wrong. But I think it's because this wasn't chiseled like that. Alright, I'm going to finish chiseling the rest of the roofs, and I will be make a comment about it being more accurate. And what do I do right away? Start making mistakes. So I'm going to get this all finished up, all of the chisel work done on all of the roofs, and then I'll be back. Alright, so we are back again. I got all of the roof parts are chiseled. Now I'm just doing these little parts on these walls, because I obviously got the top parts from up on top. I think that looks fine. I already did this one, so this one matches the front. We need to go out here and do this one. Hopefully without falling in. All right. So we got all of our doors are shut. And then that part up there will be some type of design. I don't know what yet. I haven't quite figured that out. Actually, what I'm kind of considering doing would be another. I could do another hammer, like what I did at Munteen Paradise for my portal. Is I could do one of those up off the middle of that. Would probably look pretty cool. And considering we're on we're built in Miner's Bluff, it would go well in here. Let's grab some glass quick. The nice thing now is like we have this all, this is all done. Which means we won't have to worry about any creatures getting into our house anymore. Let's just try and then what I can do would be this will be, I just want to experiment something. It's always kind of a fine line between too much or too long of a video and too short of a video. So, I don't know. I don't have, I wonder how these would look. Let's try it once. I want to try something. Let's see if we can make a design with these. Although I think I wanted to do we gotta figure out, there we go, the rotation needed for that. So that looks kind of cool. That looks better than the brick did. Of course, we're on the wrong side of the house, but it actually looks kind of neat. I might go with that. Let's try. I want to try one thing on this side though, a little bit differently, before wrapping this video up here. So let's knock these out. I believe it was all the way up like that. So then we have that, and then our window. So that should be right. It should be the same thing that we did there. Yep. But this time what I want to do is add some texture to the outside. With some chisel work. Build a little bit of a platform just because I don't want to worry about falling. Actually, what I should have did was I should have did this design over on that window over there, and then tried something different on this side. Oops. Wrong tool. And of course it would. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So now take these ones out. And what we want to do now is try to chisel these ones down. And this will just be adding some more depth to the build, along with the nice little effect of the chisel work with the bevels. That's a bummer. I wonder why it... Alright, this ain't working. What I'm going to... See how the pattern is messing up on this side? This side it worked really good. pattern maintained, but on this side it doesn't work right, and that doesn't look good. So let's hop down here. So my next idea is just to use regular refined blocks. Okay, we got. All right, let's go grab. Let's throw that stack in there, and we'll start with those 34 for right now. And then what we want to do with these ones then would be put these ones on sure we got them all facing the same way. Let's use the iron chisel for a little bit of this work. Just so we don't use up all of this gold chisel, and I can do almost all of it with the iron anyway. Alright, now can I actually see what that looks like? Of course it's nighttime again, so I can't see very well because of that. But the only thing I can think of maybe is instead of the deco block would be a regular refined block behind there. But the deco block looks kind of cool because it adds a little bit of a design to it. So I think maybe we'll just stick with that. So that'll be the design that I'll use for the windows. At least the windows in these buildings. These ones I won't be able to because they're a smaller window. The only way I could do these ones possibly would be I could take out one row of windows, so it's just a one row window, and then put just a beveled thing around the outside of it, but I think these look fine. And then that looks good. I think what I want to do is in the peak of the roof of the four corners is going to be some type of gleam or something to kind of light those up a little bit, because they're pretty dark up there. And I think that white metamorphic looks pretty decent. But we might be able to, maybe we leave it as that for right now, and slowly over time save up enough coal to be able to swap it to coal, because coal would look a lot better. Probably compact medium coal, but I would need quite a bit. So let's do this other window quick, and then we will call this episode here. And because I can finish the windows, I can finish the other windows off camera. Oh, we have an extra block up there. It's not supposed to be there. Let's do this. I do need to figure out what I want to... Oh, maybe that is supposed to be there. I kind of do need to figure out kind of what to place in this open space. So actually, let's just go ahead and, oh, not that. Ah. Okay. Oh, I almost flipped the wrong mouse wheel again. And then for now, we'll just leave it at that. I'll go around the rest of them and do the rest of them like that. And then I think what we'll probably just do is just put a regular ceiling in here. Like, I don't know what material or what block yet, but we should do like a regular ceiling in there. So we just need to get out here so we can place these. get them so they're all facing the same way. Get our iron bevel out. And that went the wrong way. And that one went the wrong way. What the heck? There we go. Now we can work in here a little bit better. And switch to our gold one. And that's that. Uh-oh. And we died. Good thing I have the death penalty reduction. Wow, it put me down in the basement. Alright, we are going to wrap this episode up here. I want to pick up the rest of these blocks. I'll work on some more of the windows and stuff off camera. Maybe figure out something else on the roof, some accents for the details for the roof a little bit more. Let's take these up quick. You get one last look at the finished, well, not the finished product, but the current product, I guess. But thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya.